AskBenHow.com or call and talk to Ben directly. 989-859-6751. Good morning and welcome to another edition of Focus. I'm Art Lewis. Today we focus on the Home Builders Association of the Great Lakes Bay Region. HBAGLR? GBLR. I got it. A couple of folks with us. We'll have them introduce themselves. Dee, tell everybody who you are and what you're doing.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dee Hall with Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery, and today I'm here to talk about the home shows.
And
I am Danae McCormack, and I am the Event and Marketing Director for the Home Builders Association of the Great Lakes Bay Region.
And funny thing, we're going to talk about events and stuff.
I know, wild, isn't it?
But before we do that, and Dee, we've known each other a long time, the Home Builders Association went through for lack of a better term, a transition from individual counties, each having an HBA, to now having this regional HBA. What does it encompass?
It's the Great Lakes Bay region, so Bay City, Saginaw, Midland.
And does it take in Isabella too, or not?
So technically, right now, the communities that the Great Lakes Bay region covers is Saginaw, Midland, and Gladwin counties. We are looking to grow to be truly encompassing of the Great Lakes Bay region, which that all started with just merging the Saginaw and Midland County associations.
I wondered about Bay. That's why I asked.
Yep.
So
that's a topic that we don't really discuss quite yet. Well, hopefully they'll join us soon. We would love to have them. And even if you're in the Bay County, we are happy to help you too. So we're still a resource.
One of the things we're going to talk about, of course, is the home shows coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And at one time, Saginaw had a home show, Midland had a home show. What do we have now?
Okay, I'll take that. So our merger just became official as of January, so this month. So we are newly merged. With having a larger footprint, we are still doing 2 home shows. We have relocated the Saginaw one, which was previously at SVSU for the longest time. We are now in Frankenmuth, and we're spreading our footprint a little further. So our first
Harvey Kern Pavilion,
yes,
is that
at
what
the
you're
Harvey
doing?
Kern Pavilion. We're doing 2 home shows back-to-back weekends. So our first one is in Frankenmuth, and then our next one is at Midland Dow Diamond, which has been home to there for the last 4 years now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Dee, tell us about the Home Builders Association. What's it all about?
Oh, the Home Builders
why,
Association.
Why be a member?
There's some amazing reasons to be a member. First off, to be able to be associated with other amazing people who are licensed, insured, and experts in their field. Another reason to be a part of the Home Builders Association, you know this, it's near and dear to my heart. We help take care of our trade students locally. So we try to give back. Another portion of it is our 503C, where we have utilized our nonprofit funds to help those in the community who haven't sought help in other areas. So those are really the reasons why I've been a part of the Home Builders Association.
How long have you been a member for, Dee?
9 years, I think it is at this point.
And you were on the board when it was Midland, correct?
Yep. I was on the board of directors for the last 4.
Yes, and then you've also are the co-chair for the home show committee itself, so you're heavily involved.
Yes, very much so.
Yes.
And it's a great opportunity to not only help our community, but network with other people too.
In this day and age, where homes are a subject of discussion, we have companies looking for new employees. Corning's going to be looking for 1,100. HSC wants a couple of hundred. SK Siltron's looking for some. The big question is, for those that get hired that are not already residents, where are we going to house these people when the cost of building even an entry-level home is sitting at $300 a square plus?
That's a hard topic and question, Art.
There's no simple answer to that. But one thing that we are doing as an association is we are working with our local economic developments in both Midland and Saginaw and finding a way in which we can all work together, because sometimes it's regulatory, sometimes it's government, and that's part of what our association does, is look out for our builders and our tradesmen in the residential field so that way we can meet the community demands as well as keep them working, keep them safe. So the discussions are starting. The discussions are there. It's just meeting there and like head to head and figuring out that plan, which isn't going to happen overnight, but the problem didn't happen overnight.
How is the remodeling industry doing?
Ooh, that's a good question. Up until January 1, I would have told you that it was a little rough for people, at least in other colleagues that I know. They were saying not a whole lot was going on. January 2, I showed up to work and the floodgates opened. And we have been exceedingly busy. And some of that may be, we call it the premier difference. It's what we do for our clients. But I would say that I'm seeing a big uptick in more remodels happening. People aren't building as many homes, so people who have been at home are tired of their space and they're looking to refresh it.
And part of that too, if you're sitting with a 3% mortgage, why would you sell to get a 7% mortgage?
Exactly.
You'd remodel.
Yep.
And that's what's happening in there.
And also,
And that's good for the Home Builders Association.
Yeah, I was going to say also it can help with the previous, what we were just talking about with the housing crisis, is being creative with what we already have on inventory. So maybe it's a remodel, maybe it's looking at alternative living solutions, which remodeling would be a big portion of that.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone comes to these home shows, the one in Frankenmuth, which is when, by the way, date-wise?
The Frankenmuth show is March 8th through 9th at the Harvey Kern Pavilion.
And then Midland?
Midland
weekend?
is the following weekend, the 15th and 16th at the Dow Diamond.
So if someone comes to those shows, what can they expect to see?
Ooh, professionals in their field. You will see a huge variety from builders, remodelers. You're going to see, typically the shows have, some financial institutions, some realtors, landscapers. But what I love about our shows, too, are the student showcase areas where you'll see students who bring their projects, our future builders and remodelers, and other tradesmen and women out at the show. In addition to, Midland Show also does a Shop Local section like we have every year, where we invite local businesses, usually small businesses, who are trying to put their name out there.
And also nonprofits are invited to be part of the Shop Local as well. And there is no cost for them to be part of that Shop Local area, which is in the upper suites.
Take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to chat with Terry Henney, who is out and about today. I believe he's at the Saginaw Valley Research Farm. We'll find out why when we talk to him in just a moment.
We're proud to make...
All right, we're back with you here on WSGW, talking about the Home Builders Association of the Great Lakes Bay region and their upcoming shows in March, the Home Builders shows. What else happening? Any other events for the home builders coming up?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually, we have one this week.
This week?
This Thursday.
Gee, I'm glad I asked. That's
me
only 2
too.
days away.
I know. So we have our Skilled Trades fundraiser that's going to be at the Great Hall this Thursday from 5:30 to 8. Dee, I know this is something that's been real close to your heart. Why don't you tell a little bit more about that?
The Building Trades fundraiser, I think this is our 13th year. I say that because COVID had put a little kibosh for a hot second for us.
Not just you.
Over the years, we started out, I think our first fundraiser, we raised about $1,500 for this. And over the last couple of years, we're getting closer to that 20,000 plus mark just for one fundraiser. We utilize this money in a number of ways. A lot of it gets used to purchase tools that we provide to the kids. So when they get done with high school, they're walking out with the knowledge base, but we give them the physical tools as well. And then we've also utilized funds in the past for scholarships and other ways to help these kids continue on in this field.
So tickets for this are $50, and that includes I believe we have a cash bar, but it's going to include food. You can actually meet the students and their families. They are welcome to join us. We're going to have tons of prizes, a silent auction, and then the students themselves have their own raffle table as well. So it's a great way to meet some other members, meet our future builders, and support a really great cause.
And you said, again, this is this Thursday coming up quick.
This Thursday, yes.
Where would one get tickets?
You can call our office at 989-793-1120 and talk to me or Bev, and we'll be happy to get you guys some tickets if you're interested in going, or if you want to throw in a sponsorship, we can help you with that too.
Online, is there a website?
Yes, we actually just launched our brand new website last week. It is www.hbaglbr.com. That's how I've got so familiar with our initials.
It's an alphabet soup.
Yes, just know it is short for all of the Great Lakes Bay region.
And the home shows coming up in March. What's the cost there for the general public?
So our tickets are $8 for general admission. And then for seniors and for military, that's active, and for veterans, it is $5. And then kids 12 and under are free. We are selling them right now online, and you can get a 2-day pass for the same price structure. So that means you can go both days of the show for that one price.
HBAGLBR.com.
You got it.
.com or .org?
.com.
.com. No. See, I learned. I'm a quick learner.
Yes, yes, you are. Also, just to mention at the home shows, we are also planning on having Family Fun Day on Sundays. So we're lining up some mascots, and fun activities for the kids to do. I believe we have some donations coming from Home Depot for some projects as well. So be on the lookout for that too.
Now we'll have to remind everybody about those shows. We get a little bit closer.
Absolutely.
This Thursday is the show at the Great Hall.
Yes. And then if you have nothing going on this Saturday, we are also have a fundraiser ticket for the Spirit Hockey Game, in which you can purchase your ticket for $22 and you get a hot dog and a pop, and it also helps with the Skilled Trades
Very good.
fundraiser.
Good seeing both of you.
Nice to
We'll
you too.
do it
See
again.
you too. See you next month.
The Home Builders Association, Great Lakes Bay Region, HBAGLBR.com.
When you live in a great place,